humans. This is Aramis from Archill Archives, and today we have another sketchbook tour. This is sketchbook number 4. This one should be a short tour because it only has 30 pages, so 60 sheets. So let's just get into it. I usually use the first page, or well, I used to test out materials to see how they would work in the book. And of course, to test things out, I really just wanted to draw a character to get the feel for the book. And of course, I drew Raven because this is me. This was before her redesign, and she's hurt because she's one of my favorite characters, which means she's going to have it the worst. This is another character. I mentioned him a good bit already. I even did a marker drawing with him when I was testing out some horrible shuttle art markers. Definitely the spray markers are much better. But yes, he actually can't walk without that cane. So, just in case you didn't know that. And yeah, this was when I was first designing him. Kinda loved him. Chibi, Raven, and Ryuji. They're adorable, I love them. Aisha, again before another redesign. Ryuji. The only thing I think I changed was his hair. Corbin, he went through so many redesigns. Oh boy. The latest sketchbook I finished was sketchbook 6. Because sketchbook 5 is my realism sketchbook, but sketchbook 6, and then I'm on sketchbook 7 now. It's the sketchbook 4. So he got redesigned in almost every sketchbook. Raven, Ryuji, Kitai, and Summer, because they're in love with each other, even though they're not together yet for reasons. This was me still working on Corbin some more. Corbin, because it's exactly the kind of pose he would make. Chibi Corbin, he's kind of cute here. I love Corbin. That's why he suffers so much. Corbin and Raven. I don't give them so many scars, not because I don't want to, but because I can never remember to actually put any of them in. So they're supposed to have scars, I just don't give them any. Oh, and I changed his tattoos, so yeah. Raven, Corbin, and Raven. Raven is tiny. She's so cute. Raven. Some more chibis. I love Chibi Aisha. She's just so done with everything. Chibi Ryuji is always cute. Raven and Corbin, because I love them, so they're always sad. I torture them so much. And she has a pet raven called Chip. So, Chibi Chip. And then Corbin and Raven, she is not this tiny. I was just in this. Okay, so in sketchbook 6, I did a lot more experimentation on drawing characters together because now I'm pretty good at drawing them together and getting everybody to look proportional. But before that was a problem, so she's looking tinier than normal here. Scene, drawing, study, Raven. This is not her powers, but I saw a pose and I wanted to recreate it, but with Raven. Kitai and Summer. By the way, this is quite in May 2020, and I am recording this 22nd of April. So this is a year ago. I did these drawings, even though I finished it December 21, yeah. So I started it in April and I finished it in December because I was working on other sketchbooks at the same time as this one. Sketchbook 3, I think. That one is already up. More Raven. Raven, she's so cute. I love Raven. Corbin, still trying to work on his clothes. Corbin, hot as ever. And this is Mejia. Yes, I know this name is most of the time pronounced Mejia, but I like the pronunciation Mejia more. and it's my book, so I can call him whatever I want. He is the main character, and he goes into a novel where he meets this lovely woman here called Reagan. Oh, and Kitai Corbin, I kind of forgot who he was supposed to be, and I just messed it up, so yeah. But yeah, Magia goes into the story with Reagan, and she is the villain in this story. But when he goes in, he realizes that things aren't what he thought they were. But I love Reagan, like, look at how cute she is right here. She's adorable. Okay, so in the story that he reads, she has long hair and she's much slimmer. But when he goes into the story, he sees her in her warrior, because at this point in time, she's part of a warrior tribe. So explaining the weapons and muscles and the short hair and everything. And he realizes that he is a little over a year before the events that take place in the book. So yeah. They fall in love, because of course they do. Seriously, I love how this drawing came out. This drawing came out so cute. It's adorable. And then I was trying to work out more for hair, because I realized she had the same hair as Corbin. But then I changed Corbin's hair, so I can always give her back the same hair. But this is her again. Yeah, I love her. She's so cute. The weird thing about this paper though is that everything kind of bleeds through. So I don't end up using the rest of the books for the most part. Except for like notes, scrap paper thing. Because this came in a set of 12. Magia and Reagan are cute together. Magia is cute. I love him. Fun fact, Magia is named after the guy who played Tyler in Dino Charge, Power Rangers Dino Charge. His name is Brennan Mejia, I think. Brennan Mejia. Anyway, so I designed him while I was watching Dino Charge, and I kinda love Dino Charge. It's not my favorite season, but I really enjoyed it when I was watching it. And I liked Tyler as the Red Ranger. I think the only person I wasn't really a huge fan of was Chase. That's the Black Ranger, but he was still okay. Koda is the best, because of course he is. Duh. Anybody who watches it knows why Koda is the best. He's adorable. Oh, Ivan. I love Ivan in that show. Ivan, I like Tyler, I love Koda. I enjoyed this season. Jungle Fury was still better though. Love Jungle Fury. Reagan and Mejia, because she's actually taller than him. Mejia, and he's a skinny nerd. Yeah, he's a skinny nerd who likes to read. I love him too. He's good. And then this is Reagan and Mejia. I keep forgetting. I need to draw them more. And then this is a gang. I love this pose. I got this pose so good for Raven. And then, okay, so I took a break from May 21st to November. So I did the first half in what, like 2 months? No, a month. This first half was done in a month, in addition to drawing in the other book. And then this rest took another month. So really it only took me like 2 months to finish this, which is a lot, because I finished my other sketchbooks a lot faster. But anyway, this is when I started doing a lot of clothing studies to get better at clothing folds and shading and stuff. So this is Reagan dressed as Rey. I'm not into Star Wars. I think Star Wars is boring, but I thought it would look good with Reagan. Also Rey and Reagan, duh. This is Aisha. More Aisha. This is the hair I end up going with Aisha, continuing from this part. So yeah, this hair, but I love this oversized sweater and the skirts and stuff. She's a very feminine girl. And then Corbin kind of changes his clothes a bit in this over the course of the Azalin story, so I was trying to figure out how I'm going to change it. Except my boy here hates sleeves, so I don't know what I'm going to do. because he has to cover his tattoos, but he hates sleeves. He likes showing off his arms. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to cover his tattoos and not have sleeves. Aisha, I think her head was too big though. Ryuji, look at how hot Ryuji looks. Like, how did I manage to draw it? And I went straight in with pen. Like, you could see how much better I got at drawing from like back here to here, the beginning of the year to the end of the year. I love this. I love it. And then this is Raven and Corbin. I draw them in suits again in Sketchbook 6. I think I have speed paints or something with them in suits. But yeah, I love Ryuji when he has his hair tied back. It looks so cool. Study, because I thought the guy looked handsome, so. And then he had an aesthetic that I was kind of trying to go for with another character, and I ended up scrapping that. Corbin, but I tried to draw him with his hair combed back, but it just wasn't working out. Raven, my brother says she looks like a vagrant, like a homeless person. Which, yes, but she was supposed to look cute, and I just didn't get that across. This is Aisha. I like her in this outfit. She stays in this outfit, I think, for a while, and then I redesign her again in Sketchbook 7, I think, the one I'm working on now. Reagan, she has big boobs and abs, so, I mean. Corbin, yeah, in Sketchbook 3 I said that was the last sketchbook that you're going to see a shirtless Corbin, but because I was working on both of them at the same time, this would be the last Sketchbook Tour you'll see a shirtless version of Corbin, because Corbin is trans and wears a binder, so he wasn't trans here because I didn't really think much of his story. I just had like a vague idea of what was going on, and then after I started writing the first Azalin book, which is done by the way, then I realized he was trans. He kind of told me. We'll go with that. This is when I got some Crayola watercolors. They bleed onto the other side. They're not as bad as people say, but they're expensive because Crayola is an expensive brand. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous sometimes when I see people walk through Walmart and Target and stuff, because brands like Crayola are really expensive in Jamaica. Because you have to import it, then you have to, then the conversion rate, and then they have to tax the import, and then tax it when you're buying it, so it gets taxed like 3 times before you can even get it in your hand. So this set cost me over $800, which is a lot. I get $2,000 allowance per week. So yeah, these are the 4 of them, the 4 main characters of Azalin. I tried to draw more Corbin, but this one didn't come out that good. And then this is when I started getting into map making. I love drawing maps. Love drawing maps. I need to do some map drawing on this channel, but I just love creating worlds. Look how cool this looks. I know sometimes but it's a fantasy world, so I can do as I please, but I actually want to use this world in a story because it looks really cool. With the canyons and the volcano and this little strip of land right here, the only thing connecting this part to this part. So you could even have a story or conflict around this little strip. There's a lot you can do with it. Ryuji, he looks, I like how he looks in this one too. I tend to just draw Ryuji looking really good all the time. I don't know why. He's just one of the easier characters for me to draw. Another map practice, like I said, I love drawing maps, but I was trying out different icon styles. I think I'm getting close to figuring out the kind of icons I like to use. I like to use like these mountains, but sometimes I like to use this. It depends. Yeah, I'll talk about that maybe in another video. So this is when I was doing more Raven redesigns. This is a lot closer to what she looks like right now. More of that. And then this is, I still want to add in some more details to their clothes, but because I'm lazy when I sketch, I just leave out all the details. So maybe if I'm going to do like a finished piece digitally or something, I'll add in all the details. And then this is when I was trying to come up with logos for her. This, she used to have it on her clothes. I ended up going with this, but I was looking at Maori designs and their meanings and stuff. So Corbin's tattoos, I don't think I ever showed a close-up of Corbin's tattoos or explained what they symbolize, but his tattoos are very symbolic, especially with what happened to him in his life and stuff. So yeah, I just love how this logo looks. I actually like making logos. I didn't think I would like it so much. This is almost exactly what she looks like, but this is when she went through the biggest redesign. I don't like how the face came out, but yeah. So originally she was supposed to have logos on her clothes, yeah. And Corbin, Ryuji. This is again before Corbin went through his major redesign, and before I cut Ryuji's hair because it is not as big. This is also when I was thinking that maybe it could be a clothing brand, but then I decided against it. Corbin and Raven, I messed up on Corbin's hair, so I gave up. Raven, Aisha, Ryuji. They're best friends. And then the final drawing is a picture of Raven and Aisha. She's hugging her. Yeah, I just find they're cute together. I actually open up Sketchbook 6 with Raven and Aisha and end it with Raven and Aisha again. I love Raven and Corbin. I need to draw the two of them in more romantic situations. Kind of. I'm not sure yet. I'm still experimenting. Anyway, so that was sketchbook number 4. It took me 2 months over the span of a year to finish, but I like a lot of the drawings in this. Because the paper was feeling like cheap, I think that's probably why I did a lot of studies and experiments, because I didn't do much studies in sketchbook 6. Because the paper felt too nice to waste on studies. So maybe with this sketchbook I might do some more studies and post them. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll hopefully do a sketchbook 5 tour. The problem with that is that sketchbook is at 8.5 by 11, while this is 8.5 by 5.5. So it's a lot bigger, and if this can't fit in the frame, you know it's gonna be harder to get that one. So once I could figure out how to position the phone so I can film it, I'll do another sketchbook tour of that. I'm actually really proud of my realistic drawings, because as much as I prefer to do illustrative drawings more than realism, I do like how a lot of those came out. So stay tuned for that. I draw these characters, they're part of stories. Those stories have not come out yet, even though I am working on it. Like I said, Azalin Book 1 is finished, but because of where it takes place in the timeline, that one won't come out until after Agner Invasion comes out. But I draw a lot of my characters, and I do have finished book series on Amazon, in case you're wondering how well I write or you're interested in seeing more of my worlds. My pirate fantasy series, Haley Storm, is one of my most popular, but I like Solar Alliance of Nevaeh, which is a sci-fi mystery gender bender, and I also love Nexus Delivery Service. Season 1 of both of those are out at the moment, and I am currently at this moment finishing up Andata Book 6. Book 5 went up on Amazon. Well, I uploaded it to Amazon today, and it should come out either tonight or tomorrow. So the final book for Andata should come up hopefully by June, once I can get the book covers and everything done. So yes, you can check out some of my finished stories on Amazon. I have about 16 books there, and stay tuned to hear more of my other stories. I really want to talk about a lot of these characters, and I have more characters that I recently designed as well. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll talk again in another video. Later.